We'll try to see what we're gonna have to do to move it. If I can just, you know, I just got to get a plan down. I don't think, I mean, I think I can, but yeah. So y'all see how high off the ground I am in the back there? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get that, there's a 6x6 right there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna lay the end of it up here on this right here. And so when I set the thing down, I'm gonna have to, see how high off the ground I am? That's pretty high off the ground, dude. So yeah. Another thing too right here is I'm gonna have to pour me some, I'm gonna put some concrete in here. Cause see what they did, they just pushed the dirt up against the fence. This fence ain't designed to hold. So I just want to show y'all the other side. It's a lot more to it than just grabbing it and sliding it. First of all, you got to get it down. I got to knock that end down. Let me go around to the other side and show y'all everything. It's extremely dangerous too, y'all. Now this is another 6x6 that I got. We're gonna put the forks on the skid steer, and so I can kind of get under it. I thought about maybe using this piece of metal because it'll slide across that metal, but boy, that would really be rough on the concrete. But it'll slide on that angle. So I jacked it up over here on this side, and y'all see that's how rigid these things are. See? The reason that's up there like that is because I got that one still up. And you got to go around from side to side. So now I'm gonna, and it takes 2 jacks. So I just kind of wanted to show y'all haven't seen no movement, and the skid steer will not pick this thing up. So I'm not going to break the skid steer, you know, trying to pick it up vertically. But it can pull it, you know. I can put a chain in through these holes right here on the corner, and yeah. But I need to get that end down, and once you pick that end up and start dropping it down, then I'm gonna land on that. The reason I put this board right here vertically, you see, stood this one up, is because I was afraid it was gonna fall, and if it falls, it's gonna fall all the way down to here, and that's a long way, man. But I think I can take this out now that I see how rigid everything is. So now I'm gonna get back to the other side and use the other jack. I don't see why I can't just get that end down. If I can get that end down, right, then it will land right on the boards here. And then I just need to pull it. But you can't pull it too hard because you don't want the other side to fall down. So I need to stick another board underneath there in the middle. Yeah. It's kind of complicated though. You got to be thinking about what you're doing for sure. Because when you go to tugging and pulling on it, man, it's going to be a lot. So yeah, let me put this camera down, man. So y'all see what's happening here? There's nothing I can do about it either. That thing's going to drop down, and it's going that way too. What you got to be careful of is when that weight comes down, you got to make sure you ain't standing around this thing. It's just going to knock this thing up like a teeter tot. Very dangerous, man. Extremely freaking dangerous, man. See, this thing is so heavy, man. I just don't want it to fall too far that way where it doesn't get on this board. It needs to desperately get on this board. Rather, this board's going to be standing straight up like this. It's going to be a violent thing too, because the more I jack it up, the more this thing gets unvertical. See how it's taking the whole container that way. Now on the other side, I pulled everything back to where the most it can drop is 5.5 inches. And that's what it's going to do, because this is going to fall off of here, because every time when I start getting the weight off of it, it moves. It's moving that way. So I have some documentation in case I get crushed or something. So this is going to be a violent thing here. This thing's just so freaking heavy. But see, the thing about it is, like, you know how heavy it is and everything. It's got me really weary, y'all. But see, a truck cannot back in here and get it from where it's at right now. There's not enough space. You can't make that turn. There's not enough space, not even close. So I at least need to get it over to halfway across this concrete. If I can get the front end, you know, right along in here somewhere, then I'm good. But yeah, I want to get it on these boards, and I got one board underneath there too, and I got them on the other side. I got two on the other side. You got to make sure this thing, it won't flip though. It's not it won't drop that far, but it's going to be a loud boom, guarantee. It's going to be scary. I could probably get on the skid steer and just push it. You know, that might be the best thing to do, man. Just nudge it, go and let it fall, because there's a lot that can happen when you're jacking this thing up with these jacks. If the thing could fall down and hit the jack, and the jack could jump up and hit you in the damn mouth. It could kill you, man. I mean, this board too. I could probably get on the skid steer and just push it. That may be what I'll do, y'all. That might be the smartest thing to do. I don't know if I want to keep fooling with this thing by hand. Not like that, man. It's extremely dangerous. Scary, man. Scary. Pressure down on this to pick it up and get some of the weight off there, because it's going to be hard to pull it up on there, but it's just going to cut into the board, and it's not going to work. But if I use the skid steer to push down on this 6x6, it should pick that up if it don't break the board. It might break it, I don't know. I need to get some of the tension off, but I don't want to get close to it with it. Okay, so I moved it about 3 feet. But you see, it shifted. Well, it didn't really move that in hardly any. Let's see where we're at on the back side here. So I should be riding on that one. Now I got a little more space back here now. Y'all see? Look at it. Y'all see, man? We're gonna just pull the thing all the way over, man. Man, you use your little noodle for a minute, you can really do a lot. Look at this. Wop. Behind it, wop. Look at that. Easy cheesy, man. It took me about an hour, y'all. Yeah. Can't never could. Don't tell me I can't do nothing. I did this by myself in an hour and a half. So it's moved. So now, well, I can do one of two things. They can come in here with a truck and get it and put it over there, but y'all know that's probably not going to happen. I moved it this far. Y'all know I'm probably going to move it on down the hill. No problem. It didn't bust the concrete none. There's a lot of mud and stuff on the concrete, but yeah, not a big deal. Now we can, all this is going to be concrete, 10 foot. Well, actually 12 foot. So 12 foot over. And that'll give me 32 feet to build a building on. Lengthwise, I mean widthwise. 40 foot length, 30 foot width. It's 32 foot, but I want to have a foot on each side to where they can do the building. So yeah, and that's a wrap, man, for today. So made $920 today. Got off work because I ain't working that hard, because I'm working smart. So I had plenty of energy to do all this. So now all I gotta do is move it down the hill now, and that's gonna be an easier trek than this. And I want to be able to come back here and backfill this concrete and stuff, man, because this is not looking good right here, dude. Yeah. Yeah. So that's where we're at, y'all. That's a wrap on the day, man. I'm finna go in, chill. Couldn't have done it without Bobby, though. Bobby ain't nothing nice, man. You better get up off Bobby. Bobby ain't no joke, man. Just that T190. Yeah. So now I can have them do that at any given moment. So I need more dirt. That's sweet, y'all. I was dreading this part too, man. But y'all see, you know, I can not like doing something and whine and cry about it, but I'm gonna make it happen. See, I'm all the way. I mean, all I gotta do is just keep sliding the boards. Yeah. Because once you get going down that hill, that sucker's gonna slide right on down. I need to get in here and move all this stuff. So, but see, they can pour the concrete now, so then I can order the building. And then because they're a couple of months out on the building. So y'all see, man.